Hey, what's going on, guys? Kel Myrick with theeasiestbusiness.com. Today I'm bringing you another video as someone who's personally brought over $10 million worth of commercial painting contracts in the door to my company, and I've signed off on those contracts and performed that work. I feel like I'm qualified to talk about today's topic, which is my top 3 tips on how to bring more commercial work in. So let's jump right into tip number 1. This will be the third most important, in my opinion, on this list. You need a professional proposal. So you need something that's going to look professional. You need to lay out exactly what you're doing on the proposal. And 99% of the time when you do book a job with a general contractor, they're literally going to send you a contract anyway. They're not going to sign your proposal and return it. That's just for them to have a hard copy form of what you're doing. So you want to list out every single item you're painting, the fact that you have the insurance, you're supplying the labor, the material, and the equipment. Every substrate, walls, doors, frames, ceilings. You also need to include things you're not doing. So you need to include an excludes list, if that makes sense. Hopefully that's worded correctly. If there's any gray areas, sealed concrete or anything like that on the proposal, on the takeoff rather, then you need to put that in the excludes, or excludes these doors, excludes these rooms, things like that. So that's tip number 1. You need to have a professional proposal so that general contractors will take you seriously. Tip number 2. So this is a big one, and many of you may know, many of you may not know. You have to have a lot more insurance when you work on commercial projects than you do residential projects. So if you're just a solo painter, you may just have general liability insurance, no workman's comp, anything like that. But if you're going to do big commercial projects, or really any commercial projects with a reputable GC, you're probably going to have $1 to $2 million worth of coverage at minimum, workman's comp, all this good stuff. And you're going to be required to give a copy of your insurance prior to the start of every job. They request it saying, thanks for the proposal. We're going to go with you, yada, yada, yada. Can you send us over a copy of your insurance? And we'll send you a contract to sign. So my tip number 2 is, if you're going to book more jobs and you're going to do big commercial jobs with any reputable general contractors, you need to have the required insurance and the correct insurance and workman's comp, or they will not allow you on their job site. And finally, tip number 3 is be on the bid list. It seems simple, it seems dumb, but in order to bid more jobs, in order to land more jobs with commercial general contractors, you have to be on their bid list. You have to be in front of them. You have to call off their signs, say, hey, have you guys, paid the painting portion out or bought the painting portion out of this contract yet? I see you're building this Zaxby's over here. If not, can I have an opportunity to bid it? Can you send me a set of plans? And for all future buildings in this area, can you put me on the bid list? And they'll put you on the bid list because it's in their best interest to get as many bids as possible. They want usually 5 or more bids on a big project, so they know which numbers are competitive and which are not. They'll usually toss out a really low one, toss out a really high one, and then usually choose the low one in the middle part of the range. And so you can do this through PlanHub. You get a free trial through PlanHub. I recommend at least using it to see if you like it. I'm not sponsored by anybody in this video at all, of course, but I recommend using PlanHub. A lot of general contractors use it. You get the plans, you can submit the bid right on PlanHub. There is a fee after 90 days or something like that, 60 days, maybe it's 30, not sure. I don't use it anymore, but we did use it when I was working as a project manager for the commercial paint company. PlanHub, you want to do your local contractors exchanges. So if you live in Chicago, type in Chicago General Contractors Exchange, and they'll come up with a contractors exchange site. They'll post bids available for bid, have plan rooms on there. There is a yearly fee. Don't know what it is. You'll just have to look it up for your area and things like that. So that's my most important tip. Is tip number 3 is get on the bid list. However you got to, cold call to general contractors, cold email, reach out somehow, go to these meetups that they have, the contractors exchange meetups. When you're a member, build relationships with these general contractors and get on their bid list so you can actually bid the work. And that's going to be all for me today, guys. Kept it short and sweet. Go to theeasiestbusiness.com, get your free proposal template. From there, it's a proposal template that I personally use to bring in over $10 million worth of business. You just change my information, put your information on there, but it'll give you a basic idea of what needs to go on the proposal template. Theeasiestbusiness.com/courses if you want to learn how to bid and read the blueprints. If you want to learn how to bid commercial jobs from the blueprints, that is the place to do it. I will personally teach you on there. You can just put your information in on there, and I will get in contact with you. And if you have any other questions, hit the contact me form on my page or leave a comment below on the video, and I'll make sure to read everything and I get back with everybody. So I appreciate it, guys. Hope you enjoy your week.